Gaz, 4-1.
Yes.
Burton.
Jose out.
Did we concede?
Jose out. We shouldn't have conceded. Jose out. It's outrageous, mate. Yeah, mate. You know what? That's what you expect in it. That sort of performance against a team like that. Old Trafford, where, let's face it, half the people here tonight have probably just done it because it comes on their season ticket and can't really be that fussed. But yeah, we got it done early doors. We knew it was going to be done and dusted. We could have got 10 if we really wanted to. Fair play to Burton as well for actually not just shutting up
First team
shop.
to score against.
Yeah, well, fair play to them as well. And they didn't just shut up shop and sit back and see if they could lessen our result. They actually were quite open, which is why I was thinking we could have got like 10 if we wanted, but you know, we didn't. Pretty much standard performance that you expect. I'm happy. Some good individual performances.
Talk about them.
I mean, Martial is the one that you've got to point out in it. Martial and Marcus Rashford are the two that you've got to point out, mate. Rashford, that second goal looked ridiculous from where I was at. It looked like one of them where he didn't even know. He just decided last minute to smack it, and none of us expected it. Martial at times, mate. I saw Martial a little bit more in the second half when he was shooting at my end, but his
shot at your end.
You dickhead. His quick feet are brilliant, mate. Half the time, Martial, he falls off the ground. Half the time when I see him taking on a defender, I'm looking that way and he's gone that way. I'm like, I don't know how the defenders must feel. But yeah, man of the match for me, Tony Martial, brilliant. As per, mate, at times it's just instinctive with him. Yeah. He's a great player, man.
Flipping and rolling.
You know what? People will say it's just Burton as well, but you know, you've still got to do it against these teams. How long ago was it where we lost to MK Dons here, and they were in a lower league than what Burton?
That was away, yeah.
Well, exactly. Oh, yeah, of course it was. But yeah, so mate, happy days. Pretty much simple. Nothing to get too excited about. Nothing to be too gutted about. A little bit gutted that Joel Pereira came on and conceded the goal at the end, especially since I don't know, but from where I was sat, it kind of looked like it was his fault. Like it looked like he went to get the ball and then just tapped it upwards rather than actually catching it. But yeah, mate, happy. There's not really a lot more to say about that.
You gave me 2 man of the matches. Give me one.
Well, if I say Martial, people will be like, oh, why do you love Martial so much? Why didn't you praise Rashford that much? So I'll say Rashford.
You give it one, I'll give it the other.
All right, I'll give it Rashford.
I'll give it Martial. Nice one.
Nice one, mate.
Adam here with James. We're outside Old Trafford, 4-1 against Burton. I was about to say 4-0, but they got a late goal.
No, I nearly put Burton as well. Martial any time and 4-0, so I'm glad I didn't know.
Saved your money then. How you feeling after that, though?
Played well. Martial, Rashford looks sharp. Always do. I know it's only Burton, but...
A lot of people are going to say that it's only Burton, but watching that was so much fun.
And you beat what's in front of you, don't you? So I thought they were really good. Rashford, I've just said before, I think Rashford are going to do what Rooney's done here, I really do, and for England as well. I think he's got the right attitude. He just looks absolutely class. I think he's going
to break the goal scoring record? Or do you mean I'm just the longevity? And
yeah, but like you said, he's still young, and he just looks like he's going to score every game. He looks sharp. He's got the right attitude. I just love watching him. Love watching him.
Martial as well today got a goal. Were you buzzing with that? Go on.
It's his first game.
First game. That was a great game for your first one. What about yourself? Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, it was a great match.
Who was your man of the match?
I'd say Rashford or Martial. Played well.
Did you think Rashford was going to get a hat-trick today?
Yeah, I did. I must admit.
We're through now to the next round. Do you think this competition is important for us again this year?
Well, yeah, because and to be honest, like I said before, we'll play a strong side because Mourinho's always done it wherever he's been, hasn't he? You know what I mean? And it depends how we get on in Europe and how we're doing in the league and stuff, then it probably does take a back seat. But yeah, why not? It's a cup at the end of the day and a trip to Wembley if you get there. So
thank you very much.
All right, mate.
All right, guys, I'm outside Old Trafford with the lads. 4-1 today. I was about to say 4-0 because I'm still surprised Burton scored there towards the end.
Yeah, job done, mate. It's a good victory, you know what I mean? We had 3 players that wanted to prove a point today, which was a bonus for me. It's a good headache to have, but I'm happy with that, mate. First 35 minutes, I thought it was absolutely class, mate. Interchange and everything. I thought it was brilliant, mate. You know what I mean? But yeah.
Martial. Give me a one-word description of Martial. Go on.
Phenomenal, mate. Phenomenal today, mate. You know what? I'm his biggest critic because sometimes, you know what I mean, he doesn't attack players as enough as he wants to. But I thought today was absolutely amazing, mate. World class, mate. But at the end of the day, but yeah, job done, mate. You know what I mean? I thought today Rashford was class today, running behind every time I watched him. He was trying to run in behind. You know what I mean? But
his running is fantastic.
Oh, unbelievable. That's probably his biggest attribute. Running behind, it's quick, lightning quick. But yeah, honestly, mate, 3 of them had to prove a point to Jose Mourinho, and they all did it to 8 out of 10.
By 3 you mean Lingard as well?
Yeah, Lingard today was good, man. You know what, man? I think sometimes he could do more, but today, man, he's got his natural abilities on the ball, close to his feet, and that. I thought it was class today, mate. But yeah, man, it's a good job done, mate. You know what I mean?
And we got to rest loads of players as well.
Yeah, got to rest loads of players. You know what I mean? I thought Herrera was solid today. Carrick, you know, neat and tidy. I thought Blend today was a bit bad today, but But yeah, man, it was all right, man. Lindelof was all right.
What do you think of Lindelof? Abdullah was sat next to me. He was worried and panicking.
Do you know what, mate? He's all right, yeah, but sometimes he does needless mistakes that don't need to be there. He needs to play it safe. You know what I mean? Just keep it simple. Sometimes he tries to overdo things, but he'll get there. He just needs more time, more game time, and he'll get there. You know what I mean? But it's good.
Man of the match.
Man of the match today, I'd give it to Martial. Absolutely unbelievable.
Will, who was your man?
I just have to give it to Rashford for the goals he got. There's a lot of players staking a claim for a place in the first team, like Herrera, Lingard, Martial, Rashford, etc. McTominay looked bright when he came on. When we changed to the 3-5-2 in the second half, that's obviously meant to be like a formation we used in pre-season, and it's a formation we could try with when we're trying to break teams down like your Burnleys and your West Broms even. But it improved too well for us to change that formation. I mean, I'm happy with the result, but I'm not sure 3-5-2 is the way to go. I don't know if we fully polished on using that system, but I think the threat dropped a little when we changed to it. But I'm happy with Luke Shaw getting a run out.
Abdullah, 4-1. I was about to say 4-0 again. 4-1. Disappointed we conceded against him.
Yeah. I mean, but it doesn't really matter. You can expect it. Just take the foot off the gas a little bit. But yeah.
De Gea sitting at home fuming.
Well, he was sat in his box today fuming. But no, I mean, yeah. I still think Smalling is suspect. I'll give Lindelof time because I like what he offers. I think if you mould him right, you look at people say, obviously I wasn't old enough, but you look at people saying about Vidic when he first came. You know, he's kind of that kind of make of a player. He was a bit scruffy, not polished enough. If you polish him up, I think he could be with Bailly. You could have two really aggressive centre halves there. At the minute, it's not quite like that, but I think with him he's doing the right thing, and he's bedding him in. But it's just annoying that he had to concede that goal. So.
Feel good factors back here though, isn't it?
Oh, it's just you're confident. Like I think back to the game. I actually think back to is Leicester game. 70 minutes in, you know, and no one in the stands anyway was panicking because you could see the goal coming. Look how many games last season you got.
And we missed a penalty.
And we had last season. What did we have? Swansea, Bournemouth, Arsenal, Liverpool.
Burnley, West Ham, Stoke.
Oh, you can rattle them off your tongue. But now we just. You know we're going to score because we've got the options off the bench, and I think his man management of those guys over the summer has been fantastic. Martial, he might not have been playing every game, but he's still really confident because he knows he can affect the game, and I think Mourinho's managed, especially the forward guys, really, really well over the last 12 months.
Great stuff. Abdullah, another 4 goals at Old Trafford, unfortunately conceded. We were sat there watching it. It was kind of like we just kicked back, sat down, and just enjoyed the football today.
We haven't had many of those. I remember a few years back when we'd go to Cambridge League One and having to take them back here. So replays against sides like these. And tonight it was just about enjoying it. You had Mata there pulling out some absolute magic. Martial, his ball control is unbelievable. Whatever he wants to do, he will do. He will get past that defender when he wants. And it's just nice to see Rashford, Martial, Mata playing freely as well. Gutted Rashford didn't get that hat-trick, but at the end, you
jinxed him, that's right.
I said he'd definitely get a hat-trick when he said he should, but I think at the end of the day, you don't want to risk those players because we do need them throughout the season. You know, if they're getting injured against Burton, and then you got Moscow and so on coming up in the Champions League, and I think that's where we might bring in someone like Griezmann, a big signing next summer, or either maybe in January. Like
it's not happening in January. Get your head off that.
Never know, man. Surprise signings. Yeah, he'll be cup tied and so on. But
we scored 17 goals at home. Abdullah comes on, starts talking about signing Griezmann.
Nah, listen, it's about options. For me, it's not moaning about the way we play. I've been happy about the way we play since last season. We got beat 3-1 at Watford away at the start of last season, having to travel all the way down. I was all right with it. I was like, you know what, the football we're playing was fine. But overall, that's my view of that has never changed. For me, it's just having that extra power like City do, you know, Bernardo Silva and so on. You know, having those extra clinical players, the top players in there. When you look at the likes of Madrid, Barcelona teams we look up to, have those top players on the bench as well. Maybe, like I said, an extra option just to calm us down a bit, maybe, you know. But overall, that's maybe why we had to keep Pereira, because he was always an option throughout the season. The way we're playing right now, the goals we're scoring, it's just all happy days for us right now. If we can keep this up, then we'll be, you know.
Is this the highest confidence has been since Fergie left?
100%, 100%. And I was seeing it coming since last season. There was just changes happening slowly, but surely all the time you could see it. You know, the likes of Matic coming in, Pogba, Zlatan, they all come in at the right time. And having Zlatan back as well, when we need those goals, we can always look up to him.
You mentioned Matic there. We didn't have Matic, we didn't have Valencia, we didn't have De Gea, Bay, Jones. All these players, Lukaku, Zlatan, Pogba, still to come back. Like, and it was still a strong team. Like you say, like, it shows the strength and depth we got, right?
Yeah, it does. But then also, you look, it's good to see players like McTominay coming off the bench. I mean, we've still got a lot of talented youth players that can still get a game and more than deliver in the first team. So I quite like the squad he's got, because he's not got like look at Arsenal, they've got about what 35 like first team players, but we've got room for those young guys who maybe do well in the 21s to come in like FA Cup games in the future and things. But the thing I like most about this team is how, like, our adaptability in games. If we want to play like
we all just saw that bloke walk through in t-shirt and shorts with a pint with a drink in his hand, right? Where's he come from?
Oh God.
That's how good the good times are back at Old Trafford when you see that. Right then, lads. Southampton up next. Do you start Martial or Rashford? Have I asked you that?
No, you haven't. I go Martial.
Who do you go?
Tony, 100%.
Who do you usually go? If you have to start Martial or Rashford at the weekend, who are you going?
Marcus Rashford, man. I think, in my opinion, just for today's performance, but I don't know. You can't say.
Great options to have, though, right? Who would you pick? Who would you pick?
Rashford as well, because the way he played today was phenomenal. I reckon, you know, he could have got a hat-trick, but hopefully he can do better next week.
Definitely. Hopefully you get a hat-trick next week, Marcus, basically. We ain't setting our sights too high. Next up in this competition, we don't know who we got yet, but is this competition important? So we've got Swansea away. We've got an away day at Swansea.
We've got a big enough squad. We've got a big enough squad to challenge for the competition. We've got a big squad challenging all four fronts. I think we can do it.
What about you?
Yeah, I think, because, you know, we won it last year, so I think we should defend it and try winning the others as well this time. Try getting 3-4.
Nice one, lads. Michael, 4-1 today. 4-1.
Brilliant, yeah.
Buzzing with that.
Unfortunately, we're getting the one goal to celebrate, but 4-1 is 4-1. What can we do? You know what I mean? Great win.
But at least we're coming out and talking about the atmosphere. The football is spot on. Now we need to sort that out.
The only thing what matters is the result at the end of the day.
Well,
we
yeah,
won 4-1. We put them to bed early.
Like,
do you know what I mean?
People who spend money on season tickets and stuff like that. Like, why the fuck would you want to go and sit in that? I said to you at half time, should we go for a pint and watch it on telly?
Quite comfortable. Burton not too hard, but they had a few chances at the end.
Who's your man of the match?
Martial, great play, great skills, and a goal to top it off as well.
Would you start Rashford or Martial at the weekend?
I will start Rashford.
Do you think Rashford will start on the weekend now, given that he was substituted earlier than Martial? Obviously, Martial played.
Yeah, well, I think there's only one reason why Rashford came off was he scored 2 goals. He could have scored a hat trick, and
He should have scored a hat trick.
He could, and there's only one reason I came off. It was because he's going to play the next game. Martial will probably come on for as a sub replacing him.